बसेरा। परमात्मा Om Shanti. Good morning. Today, 3rd of August, today's Murli is Baba has played the Murli on purity. In today's Murli, Baba has explained the difference between Raj Yoga and Hatha Yoga. Baba has also explained science and silence, the power of science and power of silence. Let's listen to today's Murli. Baba says, you all are Raj Rishis. The title is obtained when you become pure. Essence: sweet children, you are the true Raj Rishis and Raj Yogis, and you therefore definitely have to become pure in order to claim the kingdom. Question: paying attention to what makes you become worthy of the kingdom? Answer: if you pay full attention to this study, you can receive the kingdom. Listen carefully to what the Father says and imbibe it. Imbibe it well. When the Father speaks to you and you children listen to him, you will receive the kingdom. If, while listening to him, you yawn or nod off, if your intellect wanders around, you will lose the kingdom. Therefore, pay full attention to this study. Baba says, never yawn or nod off while studying. When I came to Madhuban in 1967, Brahma Baba said, everyone will collect during the night and Baba will give them searchlight. So everyone came and sat down, but Baba gave them a condition that no one will nod off and sit with proper alertness. Everybody collected at 2 a.m. Everyone sat and did proper meditation. For full 2 hours, we all did meditation along with Brahma Baba. Even then, Baba used these words, no one should nod off. Baba said, pay full attention to this study. Song: we have to follow this path where we may fall, and we therefore have to be cautious. Om Shanti. The spiritual father explains to you, spiritual children. Today, Baba will explain to you children about Hatha Yoga and Raj Yoga. You children know that whatever yoga people outside teach, it is Hatha Yoga, because they are sannyasis who are renunciates of karma. In fact, householders should not study Hatha Yoga or the renunciation of karma. This is the path of isolation and a separate religion. Your religion is the deity religion. Those deities attained their kingdom by studying Raj Yoga. You are now Raj Rishis. Baba says, you are now Raj Rishis. Rishis are those who remain pure. You are now pure. If you don't remain pure, you cannot be called Rishis. You become pure in order to receive the kingdom. Those people don't become pure to attain the kingdom. You know that we had a pure kingdom in the pure world. It became the pure, worthy of worship, family path of the deities in Bharat 5,000 years ago. They have now become impure worshippers. How did they become impure? There is the account of 84 births. The father who is teaching you easy Raj Yoga also tells you the account of 84 births. What would those of the sannyas religion know about other religions? This is the ancient religion of the deities. That religion comes into existence later. Sannyasis cannot understand that which took place in the past. You know, there are many types of Hatha Yoga. Hatha Yoga and the path of devotion began in the Copper Age at the same time. This is now Raj Yoga. Those people have been studying Hatha Yoga for birth after birth. You study this Raj Yoga for just one birth. Baba told the comparison between both. They study Hatha Yoga for birth by birth, but we study Raj Yoga only for this one birth. They take rebirth and have to study Hatha Yoga for birth after birth. You don't have to take rebirth in order to study Raj Yoga. Only at the confluence age do you study this Raj Yoga. Once you have received the kingdom and it is heaven, all the other religions disappear. You are Raj Rishis. Radhe and Krishna are pure. Shri Krishna is also called a Mahatma, a great soul. Mahatmas are pure. You too are now Mahatmas and Raj Rishi. A Mahatma means a pure, great soul. These things are not mentioned in the scriptures. The scriptures are created later. They sit and write them like stories. They sit and make up plays about the things that happened in the past. None of those things are true. The Father is now teaching you children in a particular way. They have then made up some history about this. They were the Yadavs, the Kauravas, and the Pandavas. They must definitely have existed at the confluence age. People have sat and made up a history of the confluence age. The festivals too belong to the confluence age. The festival of Raksha Bandhan is here to come. Baba is remembering the festival of Raksha Bandhan today. The festival of Raksha Bandhan is based on purity. The memorial of that starts later. The Father makes everyone pure here and has them make a promise. 6. Wear a steel bracelet, and that is a sign of purity. Hindus wear a sash or a string, which is also a sign of purity. However, they don't remain pure. They have a rakhi tied, but they don't understand the meaning of that. Previously, Brahmin priest used to tie rakhis, but now a sister ties a rakhi on her brother and he gives her a gift of money. This fashion has now been created. In fact, it is a matter of purity. The Father says, "Children, lust is the greatest enemy." Those Brahmin priests don't explain in this way. The unlimited Father now says, "Children, promise that you will remain pure and never indulge in vice." You called out to the Father to come and purify the impure. No one calls out to him in the golden and silver ages. That is the kingdom of Rama. This is the kingdom of Rama. The 5 vices don't exist in the kingdom of Rama. As the king and the queen, so are the subjects. You children know that you are now claiming the kingdom of heaven from Baba. You definitely have to leave this hell. Baba has come to purify us and take us to heaven. So why should we not become pure? They have many different types of Hatha Yoga. Go and see the variety of Hatha Yogis that there are in the museum at Jaipur. Nothing is accomplished through that. They just continue to come down the ladder. The Father has explained that when Bharat becomes impure and the kingdom of Ravan begins, the earth begins to shake. All the golden palaces, etc., go down below. It isn't that the palaces were looted, just the temples were looted, and some of the gold and jewelry was taken. The first mandir that was looted was Somnath. You are those who have the greatest interest in jewelry. Baba says, as soon as you go to heaven, you wear jewelry and rule in the kingdom. Those of other religions do not rule a kingdom as soon as they come. You are claiming your inheritance of the kingdom of heaven from the unlimited Father. The Father sits here and explains this. He doesn't recite the Gita to you. I did not speak everything that is written in the Gita. Direct Shiv Baba himself explains that I did not speak everything that is written in the Gita. It was human beings who later made up that scripture from the elevated versions. Only you heard the things I said to you, and you then went and ruled the kingdom. This knowledge doesn't remain there. The Father sits here as the teacher and teaches you. The Father only explains in Hindi. Here everyone speaks Hindi because your language is Hindi. In fact, the ancient language is Hindi, not Sanskrit. The Sanskrit language emerged after Shankaracharya. Those who come later start their own language. It isn't that Baba spoke the Gita in the Sanskrit language. No. Guru Nanak has his own Grantha. He established the Sikh religion. The people therefore believed him to be an incarnation. There are even kings in that religion. There are no kingdoms amongst the sannyasis. Baba has explained Buddha, Christ, etc. are the first householder souls. However, those who are impure householders cannot establish a religion. Baba has explained very well. Impure householders cannot establish a religion. A pure soul enters each of them and established a religion. There are many other different religions. They come and establish their own small sects, etc. Baba explained that all the souls like Buddha, Christ, who established various religions, have a soul in their body that actually took birth, but also another pure soul enters in order to establish the religion. At that particular time, there are two souls in that body to establish the religion. There are many other different religions. Baba told, this too is shown in the picture of the tree. There is a lot of difference between Hatha Yoga and Raj Yoga. These matters have to be understood. Those who can't understand these things continue to nod off or yawn all the time. Baba says, you are receiving treasures here. This income is very great. Baba says, you are receiving treasures here. This income is very great. You have to listen with your eyes open. If you continue to nod off, or your intellect continues to wander around outside, You cannot attain the kingdom. You are Raj Rishis. Baba again reminds us, who are we? We are all Raj Rishis. Raj Rishis who attain the kingdom. The Father, and not Sri Krishna, is establishing the kingdom. Sri Krishna receives the inheritance from the Father. Your Father is the incorporeal one from whom you are to receive the inheritance of the kingdom of the world. You become so wealthy. Only the one Father comes here and teaches you Raja Yoga. You can travel and tour around, eat and drink. Today Baba said, do whatever you want, but remember the Father. Simply you have to remember the Father, the wealth, the wealthy. Baba says, eat and drink, but simply have to remember the Father. The wealthy definitely eat well. They eat the fruit of their kingdom, of their income. You may eat malpua, fried sweet roti specially prepared for bhog on Mama's day, or just plain roti, but remember the Father. Baba says, you may eat anything. What do you have all the money for? Baba doesn't forbid you anything. Simply have yoga with the Father. There is no expense in establishing this kingdom. There is so much expenditure on those wars. There is so much expenditure on aeroplanes. When aeroplanes crash, they are totally destroyed. There is so much damage caused. Remember the Father while walking and moving around. Continue to spin the discus of self-realization.
अपनी भाषा में कहते हैं स्वीट साइलेंस, हमारा अति मीठा अति प्यारा स्वीट साइलेंस और 15 मिनट क्या करेंगे स्वर्णिम सृष्टि में, स्वर्णिम दुनिया में उनके सुदर्शन चक्र घुमाना है ना, उनके कुमार के लिए तो बहुत बातें हैं। बाबा कई बार मुरली में वर्णन करते हैं, तो 1 घंटा तक करके देखो सुदर्शन चक्र घुमाओ, सुदर्शन चक्र फिराते रहो।
Continue to spin the discus of self-realization. We have completed our 84 births. We are now going home. We will return home and then come and rule that kingdom. You are actors. Those films last for 2 to 2.5 hours. This is unlimited play that continues for 5,000 years. Only human beings can understand this. This world is a forest of thorns. The biggest thorn is lust, because it causes sorrow from its beginning through the middle to the end. The second number thorn is anger. Look at the signs of it. The Mahabharata war. What they become when they become angry about something, they immediately start dropping bombs. They have now created such bombs. Don't even ask. There is no battling, etc. in the golden age. The Mahabharata war has been shown at the confluence age. There is no mention of this war in any other scriptures. When you are there, you are the master of the whole world. There cannot be any question of war there. They have portrayed a war between the devils and the deities in the scripture. However, the deities are non-violent. You become the masters of the world through the power of yoga. This is the power of silence. You don't have to say anything. Through this power of remembrance, you claim that kingdom of the world from Baba. Look how much difference there is. Destruction takes place with the power of science. Through that very science, you will then see the happiness of the golden age. They invented things with science. They do that for happiness. They too will come and take this knowledge. Everyone comes to the exhibition. As you make further progress, everyone will come. The sound of your power of silence will spread. You ask then who the God of Gita is. No one else can ask a question. You should also put up the picture at the place where you ask this question. Is the God of the Gita the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, or is it Sri Krishna, the one who takes the full 84 births? Only the Father makes you pure from impure. The Krishna soul takes 84 births and become ugly. The Father sits here and explains, you have taken 84 births. You do not know your own births. Actors should know how they have taken 84 births. The religion of the sannyasis is completely different, because the people of Bharat do not know their religion. They continue to go into the other religions. When someone receives wealth through the blessing of Guru, he stays with that Guru. However, if they become bankrupt, he would say that this is the will of God. When they have a son, they become very happy. But if the son dies after 10 to 12 days, they say that this is the will of God. It is not in my hands to bring them back to life. Baba has seen many such examples. There are many of them like that. The Father is sitting here and he tells you, sweet children, become pure. Do you remember that when the great Mahabharata war took place, Draupadi called out, Baba, these devils are stripping me. Protect me from them. This is a matter of 5,000 years. Only because of these vices, the innocent ones are assaulted. Even some women are such that they cannot do without poison. They are named Supranakha and Putana. Those who harass others for vice are Kans, Jarasadhana, Shishupal, names of devils in the scriptures. All of them are to be destroyed. At this time, it is the devilish kingdom of Ravan, and it will then be God's kingdom. You now know the whole cycle of how you take 84 births. You forget this when you indulge in vice. The faces of those who indulge in vice grow pale. They themselves understand this and feel, "What have I done?" The Father says, "Children, don't fall into that gutter of poison. It causes you sorrow from beginning through the middle to the end. Don't get involved in that. Take an oath that you will never indulge in vice." God speaks, lust is the greatest enemy. In every picture, write this first. The ocean of the knowledge, the purifier, the bestower of the knowledge of Gita, God Shiva speaks. Then the name of Sri Krishna will be removed. The God of the Gita sits here and teaches us this. We are receiving this same knowledge now. God comes and establishes a new world, and this world is then destroyed. There is the sacrificial fire of this knowledge of Rudra. It is really Shiv Baba. You wouldn't say Rudra Baba. In Bombay, they have the Baburinath temple, Lord of Thorns. Babul means thorns. Why have they named him Baburinath? No one understands this. The image is of Shiva. They have given him many names. Shiv Baba comes and changes this forest of thorns into that garden of flowers. Whatever names we have given to Shiv Baba, all the names are based on his quality and actions. We say Somnath. That means the one who gives us the pure knowledge. The purifier, the one who makes us pure. Trinetri, Trikal Darshi, Trimurti. All these names we have given to Shiv Baba. Do you know the names that Shiv Baba has been given? How many names are there that we have given? There are many. Baba says, Babul means thorns. Why have they named him Baburinath? No one understands this. The image is of Shiva. They have given him many names. Shiv Baba comes and changes this forest of thorns into that garden of flowers. He is your Baba and his name is Shiva. The words are very clear. Salutations to the Supreme Soul Shiva and the salutations to the Brahmins who are to become deities. Just as a physical father would explain, so the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul sits here and explains in exactly the same way through his chariot. Children, don't defame the name of my clan. Don't do anything bad. This Baba also says, children, never indulge in vice. Unless you become pure, you will not be able to claim a high status in heaven. You are earning a very great income, whereas everyone else is losing everything. Although someone may have multi-millions and build huge palaces and spends hundreds of thousands of rupees, you understand that all of this is a waste of time. None of it will be useful. Everything will be destroyed. They think that it will continue for 10 to 12,000 years. You children understand that death is just ahead of you, hanging over your heads. In just a short time, there will be earthquakes and everything will begin to shake. Countless people die in earthquakes. Destruction now has to take place. You have had visions of that description and establishment. You will then see again with your physical eyes. They make so much endeavor on the path of devotion, but no one can go to Vaikuntha. There cannot be salvation without this knowledge. All of those are toys for the past of devotion. Acha, to you sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to you spiritual children. We spiritual children says good morning to Bap Dada. Essence for Dharana. First point, don't perform any bad actions that would defame the name of the clan. Promise yourself that you will remain pure. Second, don't waste your time or money. In order to go to the garden of flowers, remove your thorns. Blessings for the day is, may you become constantly powerful by playing alaukic games with the alaukic toys and therefore remain unshakable and immovable. To experience obstacles of Maya in this alaukic life is also an alaukic game, just as you are made to play in order to increase your physical strength. In the same way, in this alaukic age, consider adverse situations to be toys and play alaukic games. Don't be afraid or nervous about them. Surrender yourself and all of your thoughts to Bap Dada, and Maya will never then attack you. Every day at Amrit Vela, be a detached observer and decorate yourself with all the powers, and you will remain unshakable and immovable. Slogan: to listen to and relate worldly news is also to accumulate rubbish in yourself. Avyakt signal: finish the seed of impurity and become completely clean, pure. Bap Dada's main order is to stay constantly in remembrance and to remain pure in your thoughts, words, and deeds. Not to have any impurity or uncleanliness even in your thoughts is to have complete purity. If your thoughts are touched by old, impure sanskars, or you have waste thoughts, or they come in your dreams, then this is not said to be completely pure. Therefore, put the first lesson of "May you be pure and may you be yogi" into practice, for only then will you become equal to the Father and claim a right to come close to the Father. The month of August is remembrance of our Dadi Prakashmani, qualities of Dadis. We will be listening to the qualities of Dadi Prakashmani. Dadi Janki in a class has explained Dadi has made the true Father hers by being true at heart. She increased the power of unity. Baba is Baba, Mama is Mama, but such growth has been done by Dadi. Dadi has become nimit for this growth. The power of unity, by being in her own strength, she has brought growth, true peace and power. Dadi has emerged the power that we will have in Satyug here itself. When Dadi was unwell for 5 months and was in hospital, we used to go and meet her every day. We have learned so much when we were with Dadi. If you see all the photos of Dadi, wherever you see in Madhuban, in every photo, Dadi has a smiling face, a stable and smiling face. I remember once I met Dadi in the hospital, I opened the book, The Jewel of Light, and I opened a page and started telling Dadi that you have helped make the Om Shanti Bhavan, you have met Mandala, you did this, you all. I started telling all of this you have done. Then I closed the book and kept it aside. The moment I kept the book aside, Dadi immediately held up her hand and showed a thumbs up. She immediately pointed towards Baba. She meant that Baba is the true Karan Karavanhar, the one who does everything. Anyone who would ask Baba, Dadi, do you don't feel stressed? You have such a big business to handle, so many Kumaris, so many children. Baba is the one who is making her do. It is Baba who is the Karan Karavanhar. Dadi always held herself as trustee.
दादी वहाँ गई थी तो दादी ने बहुत अच्छा अपना अनुभव सुनाया कि एक वहाँ सब जर्नलिस्ट लोग आए थे तो पूछ पूछा दादी आपके कितने शिष्य हैं ये फॉलोअर्स
Once Dadi was asked, how many followers do you have?
मैंने सब आ गई थी दादी जाएंगे तो सब
Since there were so many sisters around Dadi, Dadi was asked, how many followers do you have?
वो सब है कौन
Dadi said, I don't have any followers.
सब जन
So they again asked, all these sisters standing beside you, who are they then? Dadi gave such a beautiful answer. Dadi said, all of these sisters are leaders.
छोटे छोटे से
Such a beautiful answer given by Dadi. You see, all these sisters are in charge sisters of center. So Dadi saw them with the vision of leaders and made them in charge of various centers.
दादी ने उसकी उंगली पकड़ लिया दादी बोलती अभी तो मेरे को कहाँ कहाँ सेवा तेरे को क्या करानी है तो देखो दादी मुरली को चाहे छोटा कोई बड़ा दादी रिगार्ड देती
Dadi would always give regard to everyone, no matter they were older or young.
दादी ने मेरे को फोन किया सब कुछ बन गया लेकिन खड्डे 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 किए थे उसके अंदर
When Om Shanti Bhavan was built,
तो बड़े
everything was completely made, but there was a small issue.
और ये वन कूलर आने वाले हैं और दादी का संकल्प जो था दादी करके ही रहती थी हमको 6 फरवरी को ओपनिंग जो भी डेट थी
The opening was on a specific date. There were only 15 days left, and there was an issue in the sound system.
इंजीनियर है
So Dadi asked if there was a sound engineer who could help with this.
का नाम दिया बोला वो तो नहीं करेगा फिर दूसरे का नाम
So I asked various sound engineers.
समय में वो बहुत बिजी रहता था उसने हैदराबाद में 80 थिएटर किए ये स्वामीनारायण का टेम्पल भी उसने ही किया है तो बहुत किया उसने तो मैंने फ़ोन किया मैंने कहा दादी ने कहा है ना बाबा का काम हो जाएगा दादी का संकल्प है
Since Dadi said so, I had this thought that it is Baba's work, it will definitely be done.
एक बार हमारे सेंटर
So I called the engineer and asked them to come to our center in Abu and told them the issue that was happening.
तो मैंने पहले ही मैं
So when they came, I immediately took them to Baba's room. He immediately felt peace
कह दिया कि मैं आपसे पैसा वैसा नहीं लूँगा चलो कल ही
and immediately said that I won't be charging any money and let's go immediately. Let's go tomorrow itself.
ये लोगों को क्यों ये हॉल बनाने की जरूरत थी ग्राउंड में ही करते थे ये सारा क्या खड्डा खड्डा करके यहाँ रख दिया है स्पीकर तो मेरे को कहा आपकी दादी सुनेंगे मैंने कहा हमारी दादी का आउटलुक बहुत ब्रॉड है और दादी सब सुनेंगी आप चिंता नहीं करो फिर दादी को उसने प्लानिंग करके
When he came and saw all the issues in the sound system, he said, why do we need it? We should be doing it on open ground.
विस्परिंग साउंड कैसे हुए सर
But then he helped and created a nice sound plan
फिर तो उसने
and did a nice sound system.
डायमंड हॉल भी बनाया तो दादी देखो
Then he got involved in other projects as well, even in Diamond Hall and other buildings. So whenever
हमने दादी
Dadi came there, Dadi would always meet him.
सेवा कैसे
We have seen that how Dadi would always meet everyone and give them such nice palna.
दादी ने संगठन की शक्ति को पावरफुल
Dadi has always made power and unity.
वो सब बारिश आ गया अनाज सब शांति स्तंभ में ऐसा सुखाया हुआ था और सारे लोग आ गए सब भाई बहनें भी आ गई भाई भी और बोरी उठा उठा के 5-10-15 मिनट में तो सारा अनाज सबने उठा लिया तो संगठन की शक्ति जो है वो बहुत बड़ी शक्ति है जो दादी में तो सब शक्तियाँ थी
The power of unity is the biggest of all. And we have experienced this with Dadi. Om Shanti. You are all requested to sit for another 5 minutes. The program for Nasha Mukti that was conducted yesterday, we will be listening to the news about that from Dr. Banarsi. Om Shanti. You all saw yesterday's program from all over the world, not just India but all over the world. Even Mohini Didi from New York also was involved. The news is that from the entire India, in all 28 states, chief ministers and governors were involved. In Patna, the chief minister himself said that we will be signing MOU with the Bihar government and all the schools, colleges and university. You can conduct various programs for children to help them become free of all the nashas. Ravi Bhai from our department stays very silent, but all his efforts are very loud. Our video department, they have been displaying Baba through their screens. All the departments in Shantivan, be it kitchen, Toli, we are thankful from our heart for every department that they themselves joined and brought all their sevadharis and everyone in the program. The entire hall was filled. We even received a call from the government that your hall was entirely filled. The seva, the service has begun on a very good note. The government and everyone has taken, the government and everyone has declared a statement that if anyone could help us be free from any type of addictions, it can be done by Brahma Kumaris and no one else. No school, college, university from any corner of India should be left. Not just 10 crores, but we will reach the target of 21 crores till our targeted date and bring the name of Baba. Very thanks to Mrityunjay Bhaiji and his Seva Sathis also. It was only with all of everyone's involvement, yesterday's program was a complete success. The news for yesterday's program was in 150 newspapers. A very thanks to all of you. Now till 20th August, we have to continue the service in a way that we have to obtain signatures from 21 crore people. Om Shanti. How does Maya come? Maya comes because of our own weaknesses. Just as nowadays, when we experience any physical illness and go to a doctor, what does the doctor say? The doctor says that there is a deficiency of certain vitamin. This is what they say, right? In the same way, if there is any weakness within our mind, that weakness invites Maya. Therefore, we should always remain in the remembrance of being a Master Almighty.